Hey everyone, welcome to another installment of Harry Potter Theory. Today we'll be discussing whether or not Muggle parents ever visit their magical children at Hogwarts. It goes without saying, and yet I'm about to say it, that if you found out your child was a witch or wizard and was about to get shipped off to some magical castle out in the middle of the Scottish highlands, you'd want to visit. First, let's address the fact that it would be a bit dodgy to send your kid off to some castle out in the middle of nowhere, under the care of an elderly-looking man with a super long beard who likes to dress in what looks to be eccentric, multicolored pajamas. Second of all, once you determine that your child would be quite safe at this Hogwarts school of witchcraft and wizardry, you'd be mad if you didn't want to see it for yourself. Imagine discovering as a middle-aged adult that magic is real. Of course you'd want to go. So the question today is, do they get to? Do Muggle parents get to visit their children at the magical school of Hogwarts? Sadly, the answer seems to be no. While never explicitly stated, there isn't ever any mention of parents, Muggle or otherwise, visiting Hogwarts Castle. That is, with one very big exception, which I'll touch on in just a moment. To begin with, there's the fact that the castle itself was built to be both unplottable and visually protected from the Muggle gaze. With a plethora of Muggle-repelling charms and spells, someone without magical abilities must know exactly what and where to look for if they are even to find the castle and surrounding grounds, as was the case with Jacob Kowalski in Fantastic Beasts. Of course, we see Muggle parents, such as Hermione Granger's, visiting other magical locations in the wizarding world, like Diagon Alley, so surely exceptions for parents of Muggle-born witches and wizards can be made when it comes to visiting magical places. And yet, in the case of Hogwarts, I don't think parents are allowed or invited to visit, with the exception of one very extreme circumstance, death. Evidently, the only time that we hear about parents being allowed on the grounds of Hogwarts is in the event of someone's death. We see this happen a few times throughout the series, including when Molly and Arthur Weasley come to the castle in the Chamber of Secrets after it is believed that Ginny has been killed. We hear of this occurring again when we learn of how Moaning Myrtle passed. It's said that her family visited Hogwarts upon the news of her death, and as Myrtle was Muggle-born, it would seem that parents are allowed to come to the castle regardless of their magical abilities in the event of this type of tragedy. Parents of students also showed up on the grounds of Hogwarts Castle to collect their children after Dumbledore is killed in The Half-Blood Prince. From what I can tell, death is the only reason parents visit Hogwarts, as this protocol isn't even enacted when students are badly injured. For example, Mr. and Mrs. Granger don't visit Hermione after she's petrified during the 1992 school year, nor do the Weasleys come after Ron is badly poisoned. One exception to this rule seems to be when parents perform duties as a school governor, such as the few instances in which we see Lucius Malfoy, Draco's father, roaming the halls of the school. It's important to note that Lucius's visits are not as a parent. Rather, he only comes to the school in an official capacity as school governor. And with that, we've come to the end of today's video. What did you think? Do you agree that Muggle parents do not visit their children at Hogwarts? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, remember, it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live.